Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's show. We are in Minnesota, going to do a little bit of turkey hunting, and we're from James from Accurate-Archery. Hey James, I'll tell you what, it's Thomas behind the camera right there was kind of laughing because, one of our other camera guys, he likes to typically go on the gravy stuff, where he's pampered and that kind of stuff. So he thought for sure, like, we were going to be sleeping out in some little tent out in the middle of nowhere, freezing, that kind of thing. And then we pull up here and we go around your pole barn, and we look at this luxury facilities that we have to stay in tonight and tomorrow night. This is kind of nice.
Well, we don't want you to rough it too much here.
So hey, James, let's talk a little bit about why we're here. Let's talk about your passion. Let's talk about really your product. This is really a cool thing. You had contacted me a while back, and we started doing a little chit chat over the phone, a few emails, and I really, for us, this is a really why we do what we do. Is it's all about meeting new people, building new friendships, relationships, and learning more. And obviously, the key thing is passionate people about the outdoors.
Well, Accurate-Archery kind of came about because I was in a ground blind and turkey hunting. I ranged a turkey at like 25 yards, went to turn my dial, and I couldn't see it. And because of that, I didn't get a shot. And so I'm a toolmaker by trade, so I went to work the next day and did a little G job and made up a little adjustable bracket that I put a light on.
Okay.
And I'm like, out of aluminum, and I'm like, well, this seems to work, and I modified it.
No, was all this stuff on company time, or was this on your own time?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay. Right. I know how you tool makers are. When you start thinking about this, so many times it's that first 10 minutes or that last 10 minutes of legal shooting time that, especially on them cloudy days where it's hard to see that range on there. So really that is, I think that the idea and the concept is absolutely awesome.
And it's a simple concept, but nobody had come up with it yet.
For me, I hate to admit this, but getting a little bit older, as far as going up in a tree, for deer hunting, it's really becoming, kind of a thing that I'm reverting back to more of ground hunting. And the part I love about ground hunting too is, like, we have a lot of farm ground by us, and to be able to move these ground blinds, we use baronet blinds, and to be able to move them and is really, as far as where the deer are funneling, has made a big difference. Hey everybody, I got a funny feeling this is going to be one of them shows where you're definitely going to want to watch and stay tuned. So hey, hang on to your heinies, let's get her moving.
They're not too far away.
Yeah, that's cool. So I mean, we got a chance of seeing these birds any time of day for sure.
Oh, absolutely. They were there off and on all day yesterday.
I don't know if I could hit him from there. He's too close. I have a problem when birds are too close for some reason. Now, Thomas, I told you if we'd have got up earlier, turkey right in front of the blind. Right? Hi. He's all fantastic. When I saw that, I'm like, no, that ain't a turkey. That's a big old Tom. I'm pretty jacked up.
Hey everybody, I'll tell you what an amazing first afternoon we had here in Minnesota. We saw over a dozen turkeys. I don't know how many were the same. Had that giant gobbler. I mean, he was 10 yards. I didn't shoot, and the only reason I didn't shoot is because I thought for sure he was going to go to that Jake decoy and pound on it, and that's when I was going to take the shot. You know, it's one thing about when you're filming a TV show, you try to get as much footage as you can, and I just thought it was a better opportunity versus trying to shoot them. I'd rather have that straight on shot if I can get that shot. Just one of them kind of things where I got a lot of confidence too, you know, that we're going to see more toms, and if we don't, it is what it is. We want to thank James for inviting us to his property here, and Accurate-Archery is a very cool product. You definitely want to check it out. But hey, we're going to be hunting tomorrow all day and into Wednesday all day, so we got 2 more full days to hunt. So you know what I always say, hold on to your heinies, everybody. It's going to be a good one. I don't want to leave yet. So cool. Wow, that happened so fast. Oh, I was watching this way, and this is where they've been coming from. I never even saw them, and all of a sudden you said, here comes some toms, and they came in so fast. They came right to the decoy.
Right to the decoy.
Wow. Right to the decoy. That was something. How do you feel about the shot?
I feel right dead center.
Oh,
yeah, he's good. He's good.
Oh, yeah. Baby. But this was like perfect the way they came in. This is like classic turkey hunting. 2 toms come in, they go right for the Jake, decoy, and they were ready to pounce on that thing, beat up on it. Holy man. Yeah, that is so cool. So when you went to, because the turkeys were moving, when you went to take that shot, where did you actually aim for?
Right above the leg.
Okay.
And right like center, like kind of the heart shot, the main vital shot.
And they were broadside.
They were broadside.
See, I always like it, and it doesn't happen that way, and I made that mistake yesterday. I thought that big tom was going to come back to the decoy, and I'd like to shoot him right here.
Oh, in the front.
Right in the front, you know. That's like an incredible, that's like, that bird never even knew what happened to him. That's a good tom. Boy, that shot was like, then look back at where the decoys are, you guys. I mean, 20, 22, yeah, 22 yards. That's something.
Oh, it's still blinking. It's jammed down inside there.
Look at that. I couldn't believe how fast it happened. Let's get back in there. Hey everybody, James shot that great turkey this morning. We saw quite a few other ones. I probably could have shot a Jake, but I just, after seeing that giant yesterday, I wanted to hold back a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to switch to another piece of property. Right now it's about 2:45. One of his neighbors down the road has been seeing a couple real nice gobblers down there. So we're going to pick up and go set up another pop-up down there and see what happens. You know, again, it's been pretty quiet here in the last probably 2-3 hours. Just hens coming through, no toms, so it's time to make a move. So hang on to your hiney. Hey, I'll tell you what, Jim, you know what? We saw a lot of birds today, but we got a different game plan. You got a honey hole that we are going to sit tomorrow morning in. So we're going to go down and take one of our blinds down there and get this ox set up and be ready for in the morning. You know, instead of like going down there in the morning, because it's amazing how early it gets light. Like today at 5:30, I mean, it was basically,
you could see to walk out there.
You could definitely see. So it's a great time. We're away from the roost where we're setting up the blind. So this is a great time. And the nice part is that, you know what, once we get down in there, it only takes, as we'll show you, maybe 2 to 5 minutes to set the blind up, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So,
Absolutely.
all right, let's take a walk down there and get this set up.
Let's do it.
The Ox 5 got plenty of room for all three of us to sit in and to film on them. This is getting better. All right, rock and roll. Let's go get some sleep. It's like 9:30 at night. That's one thing about turkey hunting is that you get up at 4, you go to bed at 10, right? It is what it is.
Built for fishermen, built by fishermen. Really, that says it all.
It's the family here. It's not a big conglomerate, it's a family.
They treat you feel like you're in a family, you know.
When you put those two together, an amazing product and amazing people, it's just the type of company you want to be involved with.
Not only because of just the great boats, but because of the camaraderie that the Warrior family has.
The customer service is amazing. They never leave you hanging.
So come join the Warrior family. Hey everybody, we are in the studio and it is our Leroy lunchtime, and I can't think of a better person to cook us lunch than Josh. Hey Josh, how's it going today?
Great, how are you doing?
Man, I always love your food, and you know what? It's a special treat when you come into the office here and cook everybody some lunch. And I'll tell you, I'm absolutely starving. What do we got going on?
Today we've got the cheese stuffed pork pinwheels from Leroy Meats.
Okay.
Scotty hooked us up with a couple of them here, and then I have my seasoning that I make for the meeting place where I am the chef. Season those up a little bit. Got a nice hot pan. We're just gonna pan through these.
So how do I know that this is done, right? I mean, that's my biggest thing about anything is how do I know that my product is done? Whatever I'm cooking doesn't mean if it's burgers, if it's pork, it's beef, chicken, you know.
Firmness. I mean, you can tell a product is done by firmness. My big thing is right here. It's $20. It'll save you from getting food poisoning every time. And there's a digital thermometer. When you pull something, you always want to have it a little bit under because it's going to continue to cook until you cut into it. When I look at it, I'm looking at how it's opening up from the pinwheel.
Okay.
And then you're going to look at it and you touch it by firmness. So the meat, you see all the cheeses are coming out, juice. When you start to see that, that's when I'm going to take my thermometer and I'm just going to go in and I'm going to make sure we're real close to 140 degrees.
So anything over 140, you're good.
You're good. With pork and beef, beef you eat at 120. Well, that's where I eat. But like pork, you want to be over that 140 mark. And this is what's nice about these pinwheels.
Oh,
they're tender,
smell.
and I can pull them apart with my tongue. I prefer mashed potatoes when it comes with pork, but I know a lot of people who go out there and they'll do like a wild rice blend. Definitely would go with this, like a fresh asparagus or some mushrooms. Something earthy would be really good.
Hey, this is our Leroy lunchtime. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hey everybody, this week's tip of the week brought to you by our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet. And we have got a good tip for you, especially if you're getting a little bit older like I am.
So this is Jim from Accurate-Archery with your tip of the week. And basically, when Larry was shooting, he couldn't see his pin clearly. And they now make a peep sight that has inserts that you can put in it that have different type of magnification, like your cheaters.
Right.
And I have a 0.5 in mine, and it was the only way that I could see my pin nice and clear, and it's really helped my shooting.
Obviously, we just saw I shot over this bird by about 2 inches, right? Maybe 3, right? Hey, again, this week's great tip, Jim, thank you for that. And this week's tip of the week, again, brought to you by our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet. Hey, I'll tell you what, Jim, what an amazing 3 days we had. I had chances every day to shoot a bird. Today, I finally took the shot. And you know what? It kind of reverts back to last year when I was turkey hunting over in Minnesota here too on our farm, where I missed 3 jakes, I think 3 or 4 times, who even knows. You made an amazing shot on this bird. It only went, what do you figure?
10 yards.
And we were talking in the blind a little bit about turkey hunting, is that what were you saying the percentage of actually kills are when it comes to bow hunting for turkeys?
It's 20.
20%.
20% of people that shoot at them
are successful.
Yep.
That's amazing when you look at that low percentage of that, for sure. Hey, but let's talk about high percentages. Let's talk about Accurate-Archery, and let's talk about your product.
Well, Accurate-Archery is a yardage marker tape light that we attach to your bow, so that in low light situations you can see your yardage marker tape, especially in a ground blind, early morning, late evenings. It has the ability to let you see your yardage marker tape, so after you range the animal, you can get the right yardage on there.
Which is very important. And when you really think about, you know, all the things that you put on your bow and the amount of money that you spend on your bow, and I mean, obviously a bow itself is very expensive, and then you add all the accessories to it, they really go up. So let's tell everybody really on this great product, really what's the price point on?
On the website, it's $29.95 and then $4 for shipping. It's very reasonable. It comes with everything you need to mount it on any style of bow, whether you have the integrated rest or anything from a whisker biscuit. It'll fit on all of them. There's videos on the website, and it's one screw to put it on.
Yeah, that's about as easy. Even a guy like me can do it.
Yep.
If you guys want to check the product out, and it's something you want to have, let's tell them how they can do it, Jim.
You can find my website at accurate-archery.com, and I'm also on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey, another part is that we are always all about helping people with their businesses, and really good people like Jim and his wife. I'll tell you something, the last 3 days, Thomas and I have been absolutely spoiled. Great accommodations, we had great food, great land to hunt, and just new friends, and that's what it's all about.
It was wonderful to have both of you here. We enjoyed your company immensely.
Right?
It was wonderful.
I appreciate it for sure. Hey everybody, I am super jacked up, even though I just missed that bird. You know what an awesome time. Again, thank you, Jim from Accurate-Archery, for your hospitality. But we are gonna jump back in the truck, and we're heading over to our farm in Minnesota, and we've got one of the guys from Vortex coming to do a little turkey hunting with us, so hang on to your heinies. No, I'm waiting for you guys. I mean, I want to be fair about this whole thing, right? Fair time out there, you know.
You're gonna have to redeem yourself.
Do I look like I'm worried?
Yes.
Like, do I look
I'd
like...
be worried if
you
I
know,
was
here, this is... You want to know what worries me? This is what worries me. That's what worries me. Like, shotgun Schaefer with another lady. Hey everybody, it is summer again, and I can't think of a better way to keep everything clean. And you know how I am about things. I like to keep my stuff looking good, and you can see how the UTV looks today. Of course, Hunter was out riding around, and you know what, that's just what happens. But you know what, a great way, again, great product, Tubble Towels. Basically, anything you want to clean, it will get the job done. I love the way the shine is after it dries. Now that seat is super, super dirty. Look how it brings it right back to life. Man, that is impressive. So I'm gonna get this job done for sure this year. Well, as you can see, I'm sweating up a storm. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing my black Vortex sweatshirt. I usually wear black in the blind. Just I'll put a face mask on or some paint probably today just so I can breathe. It is 90 degrees Incredible how the weather has changed in 3 days. Hunter is with one of our Vortex friends, and I'm using a bow, he's using a gun. Hopefully we can get some turkeys down. I just want one more chance this season at a turkey. One more chance. That's all I'm asking for. One more chance.
Hey everybody, I'll tell you, the turkey addiction is definitely set in on me. Hey, I want to thank again Jim from Accurate-Archery for helping us out on this week's show, and of course all of our good friends up at Vortex. Hey, remember, if you guys are looking for great optics, make sure you guys check out Vortex. Hey, I want to also thank all of our military men and women for the great service that they give us, and all the firefighters, paramedics, and all of our police officers. Hey, thanks for joining us. Remember, we are still living in the greatest country in the world as of today, and no doubt it is a great day to be alive. And the best part is, we'll see you next week.
Folks, all I can tell you is that Tom, the cameraman, a couple things. 3 days locked up in a blind turkey hunting. I think Tom's doing a little pre-strutting. Or is it rutting? Look at Tom. Either that, folks, Tom has lost his mind.